out as we move on to the F500, 550 SS, 340 mod stock class in our first heat right here.
A lot of different looking sleds pulling up to the line. You can look at 122. That is a Yamaha. You can see the pogo stick style front suspension on that one. Some Polaris there on the outside. This looks to be an Arctic Cat, or Polaris I should say. Out there, a vintage Polaris down on the inside. So looks like 6 sleds will go do battle here.
All right, we're off on another good jump right there as everyone looked to sort their way down towards the first turn.
Boy, that Yamaha really got a nice start on that one, but got some challenge on the outside. Look at is that a Polaris on the outside hooked up?
Yeah, that was Spencer Hasselforth that took the lead. Cale Maciag looking to track him down the back stretches. You can see the battling continuing on for the third position. Here comes Maciag looking to track down Hasselforth right here.
Look at the inside ski lift down the front straightaway to complete that lap. A good lap for that Yamaha.
Hasselforth trying to stretch the lead. Maciag staying right in his tracks. Now going a little bit wider through the first and second turns. I mean, look at all of the precipitation and the mess coming up off the track. Maciag unable to quite keep pace there. A bit of a slip off the corner as they'll go side by side here for the third spot as well. Diving to the inside is John Proctor in his 1991 Polaris, and he'll take that spot for the final step of the podium as we sit.
These are the Formula 500 sleds. Boy, that Yamaha is really hooked up as he works the bars and gets it smoothly through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Nice looking run for the 122.
Yeah, Spencer Hasselborg, he jumped out very effectively, got a good jump on the field, and he's going to be able to control it start to finish and take the first heat in F500. Strong run from the Norton Shores, Michigan runner.
Yeah, that's a great run. That Yamaha first place finish. In second, I believe, was that the 88 sled, the 500? One rider off the sled down on the turn 2 area there.
All right, and as we get ready to get our next heat up,
they'll bring some other sleds out onto the track as well. We're getting ready to go here. What class we got up here, Nate?
This is our second heat for F500, so a few more of the same sleds like we just saw out on track. And again, we've got a variety of sleds grouped together here. Really help provide some great racing, uses rules and regulation, calling for a Polaris Indy 500 sled from 1989 to 1992, stock engines, but they can change hood designs, and they give the drivers a bit of an option to personalize the sled. Now, when we talk about personalizing sled, that normally means aero, and that means performance on top of it.
Yeah, absolutely. These sleds a little bit more modified from your stock sleds there. You see the nice-looking hoods that are reproduced. A lot lighter, the hoods, Nate. These reproduced hoods that are on there, lightweight hoods. And, yeah, variance-looking sleds out there. You can also see one old style cowling out there. That looks to be a Mercury Snow Twister. That was a common sled, very fast sled. Looks to be a trail twister graphics on that one. So that's really cool to see that trail twister in there.
Yeah, that's Grant Benchard who's made the trip up from Avon, Indiana here, and will take place in the second heat for F500. They'll line them up, and here we go.
Mark Judeo looked the field over.
Running again. Bit of a slow start for everyone across the field. Dustin Furyk is the one that's going to just be able to grab that advantage, rip the inside lane. They go side by side. Look at the big wiggles for Cameron Williams on the outside as well, trying to maintain the second position. Fighting with that machine, the number 3, and he's going to be able to, for the moment, keep second, get chased down from behind. But meanwhile, Furyk setting sail up front.
Furyk's got a nice lead here, but the battle for second. Look at the inside move there now. As those two battle hard for second. Dustin Furyk, your leader, lap 1.
Adam Wheeler goes around the outside. He'll take the second spot away from Cameron Williams. They're all trying to find a way to chase down Furyk in his 1990 Polaris Indy 500, having the advantage. A slip off the corner there from Williams, and he'll now give away a little bit more space. Here's the battle to watch. We'll see if Furyk can hang on for one more lap as Wheeler's chasing him down. 1 to go.
Yeah, Wheeler on the inside, the shortest way around this oval here. He's pulled right up now on the back mud flap as he tries to find a way. This is 1 lap to go here. There's the move.
To the inside, Wheeler trying to find a way by Furyk off the second corner, nearly some contact, a big slide as well, mixed in there from Furyk. We'll go to 3 and 4. Another great race in this heat race. Look at Wheeler, slips to the outside, has the momentum, has the advantage. Can he steal the lead in the final turn? It looks like he can, but Furyk fighting back side by side again, and by a nose, Adam Wheeler is able to take it. Another stolen race in the final corner.
Wow, you can see him find some good ice on the outside as he took it from the inside, went to the outside line, and then Furyk come back on the inside. That another one tough to call. We'll have to wait and see exactly who did get that. Did Furyk hang on, or did Wheeler get by on the outside? But that was a heck of a race right there.
Another really, really great one for certain. Here's the plan. The F500 class is next. Back onto the circuit, they'll get their 5-lap final one right here. And here they are behind that Kaesner Construction pace sled.
Oh, we had a good race earlier. There's that Yamaha that the number 25, L25.
Yeah, that's Robert Lockhart, who picked up that heat win a little bit earlier on. See the 686 of John Proctor next to him.
Nice looking set, that Pabst blue ribbon on the hood of that 686 of Proctor. There's the nice Yamaha, the 122.
Spencer Hasselford, he was dominant in his heat a little bit around. The 26 of Cale Masiak next to him.
Masiak racing on that 26. Yeah, that's Williams in the number 3.
And again, Spanky, as they're working around here, explain when you're getting this pace lap in behind the pace sled, what are some of the things these riders back on newer conditions, what are some of the things as a rider you're looking for right here to try to learn about the circuit, and what are some of the tricks that maybe they're all trying to put together here?
I think they're analyzing the track and maybe some holes that have shown up since the last time they were on the track, or maybe some dirt, or maybe a good looking line, and trying to figure out where they're going to want to charge down on that first lap into the corner. But
they'll get on it, they'll get ready. See one of the sleds out there, the 33T of Tyler Foster, who just had to get off his other sled, get into this, and get ready for the F500 race. 5 laps here for the F500 final on this Saturday at the Turtle Creek Casino and Hotel 250.
This is going to be a dandy, Nate. There's a lot of good machinery out there. What do we got? 3, 6, 8 of them on the track here.
This is the full packed allowance here on the track. 4 from each of the 2 heats in F500. Wow. Advancing on. We'll line them up to the advanced installation start-finish line. We wait for the O'Reilly Auto Parts green flag, and we await the F500 final and what's going to be a real duel. There's some very, very strong sleds. If you go back to the heat races, there were some strong contenders they'll rip off right here, and they will get ready to line them up.
A lot of heavy hitters out there. I think that's Furyk in that number 19, I believe.
Yeah, there's Dustin Furyk in the 19, the 122 of Hasselford, who was dominant in his heat race earlier on as a part of the mix right here. They'll get them all lined up right here in what's going to be a very aggressive and critical start. There's 4 or 5 sleds that I think they all think that they have a really good chance to win this thing. There's some strong runners in this class.
Those Yamahas performed well. You can see that red 122, third one in on the inside of the track as well. Third one from the outside is the other Yamaha, both them Williams. He's got some checker flags here today, so who's going to win this one? It's going to be a dandy.
They get the point. Wheeler all the way to the inside. Who will get the jump? And we have a jump start, and it comes from the 122 of Hasselford, so that could be a penalty for him. That could be a big mistake for what is one of our leading contenders, I think, in this class.
I think your chief starter, Mark Judet, might have told him that you guys are going to the back row. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Back row, you can see him motion. Take her to the back, boys, as jump on the start.
Hasselford will roll around and reset himself. It's like Furyk also in the 19, correcting the 20 of Wheeler's set, and Furyk's going to have a word before he gets himself set. It appears to be also in that back row. We'll restart him one more time. Here we go, F500 final.
Well, it's going to be absolutely key here to get that good start out there. Now only 5 in the row, 3 of them sent to the rears. Furyk tried to line up on the inside. The official told him out to the outside second row.
He'll nose that 19 in. And it looks like Furyk now is set, and now we're ready to go with F500. A competitive final on the way. A big jump to the 3 of Cameron Williams.
Boy, Furyk nailed the start, though. He got right up through the middle. He's already, I believe, he's up in the second spot there.
Yeah, he absolutely is. He came from the second row, has a wiggle, sets his sights on the 3. Furyk had to start second row, and he's going to lead the race by the third turn. Sweeps by the number 3, and Dustin Furyk goes back row in a tumble.
Wow, that was close. As you can see, that number 68, that sled very loose as he was completely sideways. And finally, it just couldn't hold it. He went over slowly, but good job by all the riders to avoid contact on that, Nate.
Yeah, that's John Proctor now stranded onto the inside after the roll. He's going to try to get things restarted here as we've got the red and a restart coming right here. So we will restart the race in its entirety. Now,
not a good feeling, Nate, when you're completely sideways with about 5 sleds in behind you. Boy, that was a great job by all the riders to avoid contact there. And we thank everyone for joining us on the MIRA Race Network here. The live streaming of today's racing program here in Williamsburg, Michigan. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow on board the Turtle Creek 250 tomorrow. Going to be a good old time here in Traverse City, Michigan.
Proctor continuing to work to free that machine. And Spanky, this is a little bit of, like you mentioned, my first time joining this this form of motorsport, and it's been kind of drinking out of a fire hose as well with the amount of chaos that we've had today with track conditions and everything. But the question is, as we're getting a restart, we had the second line starters. Will we see everyone get to come back up to the front line here, or do you think the chief starter will keep them split?
Yeah.
Well, here's my answer. Never mind.
That's a good question, but Furyk's up in the front row, so. But this guy caused the flag, so he's got to go to the back. So, you just answered your own question, Nate. Good job.
I did.
You passed that test.
If I waited 5 more seconds, I would have known the answer. So I'll line them up, and we'll get ready to do it again. So I think Furyk has probably cemented himself as a favorite with the start that he was able to get and able to tear away.
He might want to start in the second row.
Yeah,
the
right?
way that he nailed that start from the second row. He just picked his way, threaded the needle, and got through there right up to the front. That was an amazing start by Furyk, starting the second row, but he was your leader when now the official pointing the 86 sled of Proctor.
He was trying to slip in there.
You
got to try.
Good try, but Mark Jude, the veteran chief starter here of the MRA circuit.
Yeah, he kind of figured that if he just snuck in there, they wouldn't see him.
Nothing wrong with trying, JD.
All right.
I love it.
O'Reilly Auto Parts green in the air. A slow start from Asiag. Everybody else 4 abreast tearing away. Furyk's got the advantage up the inside. He's got the lead. The 33T of Tyler Foster had the second spot. Gets it ripped away by the 122. And the 122 of Hassefort will try to track down Furyk. Here comes the 33T. Back one more time with Tyler Foster. He'll get the second spot. He'll set sail after the 19.
Wow, Foster tippy-toes her through the corner and the inside. There's that Yamaha. He'll grab second back. What a battle they have going there.
That was a big and a gutsy move from Hassefort as he went right to the inside, ripping nearly on that snowbank, trying to hang on to it. He's able to do so. Furyk's got the advantage. He's pulling out with a ton of battling and a ton of water and snow flying everywhere throughout the back half of this field.
Yeah, Dustin Furyk, good run here as he comes off 4, but that Yamaha slowly closing in.
Third lap underway. Again, it's the 122 Yamaha of Spencer Hassefort that's trying to track down Furyk, who's had the advantage since the start in the restart, as well as he had the start in the initial start of this one. Furyk on a 1990 Polaris. He stretches the advantage down the back chute. We look to second position where Tyler Foster will start up another attack after the 122 in Hassefort. He'll back off a little bit mid-corner as we start our 4th lap. 2 to go. The 33T trying to set up the 122 for second.
Hassefort blocked that bottom line there as Foster tries to find a way and grab second as they head. Now look at the battle now as they head down back straightaway. Hassefort Foster now on the inside. Here he comes to turn 3.
A couple moments of near contact. The 33T able to rip it away here with Foster. He'll try to close off the run that was coming from Hassefort as we go to the white flag. Meanwhile, Furyk is setting sail and free up front. The battle is for second. Right now it goes to Tyler Foster. We'll see if he can hang on to the second spot as we have a look at Furyk, who has run away with this one. Got a great jump. He's got the edge into turn 3. Dustin Furyk, he had a jump start. He had a start on the initial start from the back. He charged to the lead then. We had a restart. He got out front, and he'll lead it start to finish. Dustin Furyk wins F500.
Yeah, good run, Furyk. He'll win it, but the battle for second as Hasselmark, he'll get second. The 33. As the 500's in the book here. Well, good run for Dustin Furyk. There he is right there on that 500 Polaris. As a little chat with the corner worker there. Is great drive by Dustin Furyk. Proctor over to congratulate Furyk on his win here in the Traverse City race.
So Furyk will get things cleared up. He'll pick up the win.